In this video, we are going to discuss how to travel this journey from a 60th percentile to a 99th percentile in the VARC section. I have already done a video on the QA section, so if you haven't checked that out, do check out that video after you have gone through this video as well. So let's start with the scores versus percentile and where you are and where you should be. So this is a chart that you should have in your mind and you should know where exactly are you starting from and where is it that you intend to end up. So let's say for example, we are thinking about the 60th percentile. तो 60th percentile का मतलब क्या हो गया? You would possibly be around 10 to 12 marks in this entire section. तो पूरे सेक्शन के अंदर out of the 72 marks that you can score, वहां पे आप 10 या 12 marks पे हो अभी. And that will translate into a 60th percentile in most cases. अगर आप CAT 2023 भी देख लोगे, which was one of the easier VARC sections, वहां पे भी you will see that something like this will hold true. अब वहां से अगर आपको 99th percentile पे जाना है, which is roughly 40 marks out of 72 marks or around 60%, slightly less than 60%, अगर वहां तक आपको जाना है तो definitely you will have to solve a lot of questions correctly. That is the obvious part. So 12 marks से अगर 40 पे जाना है, then what is it that you have to do? You have to solve 7 questions or you have to convert 7 incorrect answers to correct answers, because every incorrect to correct will give you a +4 का jump, right? So that is what we are looking at. And in case अगर आप सिर्फ देख रहे हो कि कितने क्वेश्चंस करने हैं, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सॉल्विंग 14 to 15 क्वेश्चंस विद ऑलमोस्ट 90% एक्यूरेसी. So that will help you reach that 99th percentile. So 14 to 15 questions out of 24 is what we are looking at as a realistic target. अब यहाँ से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आती है कि सिलेक्शन कैसे करना चाहिए. So there are some parameters that you can look at. I have made a detailed video on how to select questions in the VARC section and the other two sections as well. Do check them out. I'll try to put the links in the description box below, or you can check it out directly from the channel. Now the first thing you have to understand is topic क्या है of that particular passage. अगर आप passage देख रहे हो या एक jumbled paragraph देख रहे हो या एक paragraph summary देख रहे हो, one thing you have to understand is what exactly is the topic. वो topic आपके लिए friendly है या नहीं है. If you like that topic, if you have read a lot of stuff on that particular topic, definitely you should go ahead and solve it or prioritize it. तो यहाँ पे एक parameter ये है. The other parameter is the complexity that is involved. अगर एक चीज बताई गई है और उसके ऊपर पूरा का पूरा डिस्क्रिप्टिव ऐसे है, then it is much easier for you to understand, because one argument has been considered and the entire thing has been drilled in depth. Then the length of the passage, generally CAT के अंदर ये issues नहीं आते, but VA के part में यहाँ पे issues आ सकते हैं. You might be given a jumbled paragraph question which is extremely big. The sentences are all maybe 30, 40, 50 words long. And फिर उनको अगर मेरे को rearrange करना है, then it will take a lot of time from my side. So length is again something that you have to keep in mind when you are selecting questions. And the questions that are there, especially in terms of the reading comprehension part, अगर आप questions को देखोगे, वहाँ पे there might be some stems that might be extremely confusing or extremely weird or extremely perplexing, right? एक ही चीज है, right? So but if you look at those questions ना, you will not be able to understand कि करना क्या है. Which of the following, if false, will weaken the author's argument the most? ये सब क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. Which of the following, if not true, would strongly refute the author's argument? These kind of questions might appear at the CAT, and ये अगर आते हैं ना तो ये बहुत confusing हो जाते हैं. Again, I have covered all these question types in the question selection video, the link to which I'll put in the description box below. And now coming to the point of this particular video, what are the strategies that I would strongly recommend for you to improve your percentile? First of all, you have to read from a diverse set of genres. So just because you like sports, just because you like technology, just because you like entertainment, does not mean कि मैं सिर्फ यही 3 चीज पढ़ूंगा या यही 3 चीज पढ़ूंगी. You have to read from polity, you have to read economics, you have to read psychology, you have to read history. ये सारे जो uncomfortable topics होते हैं, make sure that you read these topics, because RC के अंदर जो topics आते हैं, which I have covered in one of the videos, बहुत सारे diverse set में से आते हैं. You might get something on science and technology which you might not even have heard of. And जो daily drills हम लोग कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर we discuss the reading comprehension passages. You will see that the reading comprehension passages that we discuss in each daily drill pertinent to RC, वो इतने अलग होंगे ना कि मतलब you will not be able to find a pattern as such. तो आप जितना डाइवर्स पढ़ोगे उतना आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बेटर रहेगा, उतना you will be able to do a good job when it comes to the VARC section. The second thing is, do not expect overnight success. People feel कि RC और VA के अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा content नहीं होता. There isn't a lot of content that is available. Nothing is structured as such, and that's why it's just a matter of just switching on that switch in your brain, and suddenly you will become exceptional at VARC. It's not like that. It takes months, hours, years of effort to improve VARC and to gain that confidence that you will be able to face VARC in any context. तो वो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट ओवरनाइट सक्सेस. अगर आप एक स्ट्रैटेजी ट्राई भी कर रहे हो, चांसेस आर वेरी हाई दैट स्ट्रैटेजी माइट नॉट वर्क इन द नेक्स्ट मॉक. बट इफ यू कीप ऑन doing the same thing maybe 3, 4, 5 times, then you will get an indication whether that strategy works for you or not. So give things time. Make sure that you are not expecting overnight success and एकदम मतलब -3 से 25 पे चले गए. ये सब चीजें नहीं होंगी VARC के अंदर, कंसिस्टेंटली नहीं होंगी. So make sure that you are not expecting overnight success. You are being very realistic in your goal setting. Stay clear of the common traps. I will make a separate video on what all traps are there in VARC with examples from past CAT papers. But for now you can think about these traps. Don't try to memorize the passage. A lot of people try to memorize the passage, especially when it comes to those topics that they are not very good at. तो वो पढ़ेंगे, then they will reread the passage. Then they are not able to remember what was said in one of these lines. Again they will go back and read the previous paragraph. ऐसे करते रहेंगे and then you would have spent 8, 9, 10 minutes just reading the passage. क्वेश्चंस तो बहुत दूर की बात है, पैसेज पढ़ने में ही कुछ लोग 6, 7, 8, 9 मिनट्स लगाते हैं. सो डोंट डू दैट. डोंट ट्राई टू मेमोराइज द पैसेज. ट्राई टू गेट अ जिस्ट ऑफ द पैसेज. See, anyway, if you are watching a movie for 5 minutes, you will not be able to figure out the story of the entire movie. You will have to watch it for 2, 2.5, 3 hours to figure out कि exactly movie में हो क्या रहा है. Same thing goes with the passage. A passage is just an excerpt from a novel or from an article. You can't expect to understand everything that the author is trying to say by just reading 3 or 4 paragraphs. So don't try to memorize the passage. Just go with the flow and try to get an idea of what is being discussed. वही important है. स्ट्रेट लिफ्ट अगर होंगे कोई भी ऑप्शंस के अंदर, अगर एक फ्रेज और वैसे का वैसे उठा के अगर ऑप्शन में डाला हुआ है, then definitely that is a red flag for you. वो ऑप्शन जनरली राइट नहीं होगा because something would have been twisted in some other context. तो स्टेटमेंट उठाया होगा पैराग्राफ 4 से, बट पैसेज का अंदर जो रेलेवेंट पॉइंट है ना वो पैराग्राफ 3 में है. That is something that a lot of times that you will see a lot of times at the CAT. So stay clear of straight lifts. वैसे का वैसा phrase अगर उठा के डाला है, stay clear of that particular phenomenon. In terms of extreme options that are there, the passage talks about a certain species of animals, but the option says animals. Now then there is a problem because हम लोग सिर्फ एक species की बात कर रहे थे. अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं सिर्फ Arctic region की in the entire passage, we can't talk about global warming affecting the entire Earth. That is outside the scope of the passage. So extreme options are going to be a definite no-no. That is basically something that is a wordplay that I tried to do here. But extreme options will be a definite no-no. No information to be used outside of the passage. So logically, yes, if it makes sense, it makes sense. But passage के बाहर की कोई भी information use करने की कोशिश मत करना. So let's say for example, if you have heard something about historical fact, and then you remember that fact and वहां पे आपने एक belief बनाई हुई है and the author's position is contrarian to that belief, then it is going to be a problem to you. So because what will happen in that case is you will basically end up getting your entire thought process messed up and you are not really going to be in the best shape when it comes to solving questions. तो बाहर का information कोई use नहीं करना है, only use the information that is there in the passage. Also you have to understand that don't go too slow or too fast. A lot of people try to attempt all 24 questions in the VARC section. But हमने initially establish कर दिया है कि even if you attempt 15, 16 questions, let's say, out of the 24 questions that are there, even then you will be able to manage the VARC section and at least get to that 99 percentile on a good day. ये हो सकता है. तो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि you have to attempt all 24 questions just because you have 40 minutes. Make sure that you are making a choice to attempt questions and you are not attempting questions because they are just thrown at you. तो वो मत करना. On the other hand, also don't go too slow. So जो मैंने पहले बताया था, रीरीडिंग करते हैं लोग, they keep on looking at, they keep on nitpicking. कहीं पे grammatical error है क्या, कहीं पे comma missing है क्या, कहीं पे full stop missing है क्या, कहीं पे capitalization ठीक नहीं है क्या, and you get into nitpicking. Generally, the answers are going to be extremely broad and clearly option A will be better than option B. ये होगा हमेशा. तो निटपिक मत करना कि अरे ये वर्ड का स्पेलिंग गलत है ना, शायद इसके लिए ऑप्शन गलत होगा. दैट इज जनरली नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन. सो डोंट थिंक अलोंग दोस लाइंस, थिंक ऑन ब्रॉडर टर्म्स. एक वर्ड है जो यूज ही नहीं किया पैसेज में बट यहाँ पे किया है, एक एक्सट्रीम ऑप्शन है. सो दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स विल सेपरेट द ऑप्शंस फ्रॉम ईच अदर. सो डोंट गो टू स्लो, डोंट गो टू फास्ट. एंड फाइनली मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, यू हैव टू डिस्कस योर आंसर्स टिल द टाइम यू आर कन्विंस्ड कि यही आंसर ठीक है. जब तक you are not convinced, you would not have learned anything from that question. The next time you face a similar question, you are going to make a similar mistake and that would not really help you in your preparation. So make sure that you discuss the answers as much as you discuss quant and LRDI, and overall I think you should be able to good job if you keep at it throughout your entire season. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up. If you have a comment, do put it in the comment section below, and I'll reply to you if you have any query of your own that you need some help with. Also, if you like the channel, then do subscribe to the channel, stay subscribed and share it with all your friends so that they also benefit from this initiative that we are running. And also finally, do attend the daily drills that we are doing on an ongoing basis from Monday to Friday every week. We are already done with 20 drills as when you might be watching this particular video. So make sure that you turn up for these sessions, you take these tests on a daily basis and benefit in your journey to cracking CAT 2024.